All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, 11/11/11. Wow. How many times does that happen? Okay, well I guess it's going to happen once every year for the next 12, and then that's it. All right, my lifetime anyways. All right, well, we have got a few sparkling wine tastings coming up to finish up this month. And then I got a lot of what I drank yesterday to get caught up with before the month of December. And we end our programming for the regular season here at the Wine Watch. But first, like I said, a few great events coming up. Our big champagne tasting is the one we're here to talk about today. Every year, the Saturday before Thanksgiving, we put on an all-out, blowout bubbles tasting here at the Wine Watch. Outside in the grotto, we'll have 50 champagnes, sparkling wines, serving them up to you to that night, and along with some great appetizers by Wine Watch Catering, of course. There will be caviar. You know, if we're serving champagne, caviar and bellinis are a must here at the Wine Watch. In addition to some other great stuff, we're serving Cristal. We're going to be serving Laurent Perrier Grand Siècle. We have got Salon we're going to be pouring in addition to Gustitore di Mata. We've got Roederer will be here. We've got Gosset. We've got Bollinger. We've got some killer champagnes on the table and sparkling wines. You know, the thing that's important about sparkling wines is the method of production. And champagne just wasn't created one day. It's a combination of events that happened over 100 or more years that created this fine product, the method champenoise style of production, which is where they get the little bubbles in the bottle by the wine undergoing its secondary fermentation in the same bottle that it's being served in. So the wine is made, and then most champagnes are a blend of 1, 2, 3 different vintages, mostly one, but usually they'll back blend a couple of different vintages. In reserve wines, one of the hardest of the arts in all of winemaking is champagne blending, the chef de cave in these great champagne houses. Similar to these guys that make perfume, they have to make the same exact product year in and year out from different vintages, so very difficult task. As Champagne is very far north, one of the things that makes it unique, the high level of acidity you get great when you grow grapes in an area, geographic area that's very high far in the north, and then also the subsoil here. You have a limestone subsoil, similar to what they have in Burgundy, and it's one of the most unique types of soil. It only exists in a few places in the world, and those combination of things are what makes Champagne so great. But hey, you can make great sparkling wines in other parts of the world, as we've got Roederer Estate here from Mendocino. We've got Schramsberg, one of the great sparkling wine houses of Napa Valley, and some other great sparkling wines. The key thing here is that method of production. Again, all of these wines, after they're made, after the wines are made, the base wines, and then blended together to create something that would be considered a house style, they add sugar and yeast to the bottle, and they let it sit on tirage, what they call it, and this secondary fermentation happens. And usually, most non-vintage champagnes are aged for 3 years before they're released. So it's an incredibly time-consuming and expensive process. Most people don't realize how expensive and time-consuming. Most of the vintage champagnes now are out from the outstanding 2002 vintage. These wines almost 10 years old at this point and just being released. And Laurent Perrier's we can sell you for around $50 a bottle. One of the greatest values we have in the store this year. Well, check it out, all the champagne that we are going to be pouring a week from tomorrow night. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.